Yes, my name is Ian Farnsworth. I'm Director of Information Technology for Galaxy. I joined Galaxy in 2008 as Galaxy was growing its flagship casino, which is the one we're sitting in right now. Galaxy at that point was considered to be an embryonic casino. The last 3 years has proven that to be quite different, and we're now in the top 3 of the casino world, and I mean world, not just Macau. And we fight heavily against our 2 competitors with an objective to become a leading, if not the leading casino in Asia, with eyes to the greater part of the world. Phase 1 has 3 hotels. Phase 2 introduces a very large retail mall of 220 plus shops, stores. There'll be everything from high street end to premium brands. It'll introduce another 30%, 40% of gaming. It'll introduce 2 new hotel partners, Marriott and Ritz-Carlton, and it will introduce a broader array of non-gaming activities on our resort decks and the like. So all those facilities need to be network connected. So it is almost like adding another 60 to 70% of our network capacity. When we began looking at our requirements for this large complex, we have in the order of 40,000 devices connected to our current network, with another 30,000 to be added, so it'll be about 70,000. The criteria was that we needed to pick an industry standard network that was ultimately scalable, had a good reputation in this marketplace, and was financially viable, being the right price point for us to go into an investment during phase 1. Obviously phase 2 extended that investment. We looked around at all the vendors that were in the market, and we didn't look at the world, we looked at Hong Kong, Macau, because we need to know that the vendors within this market can support the network. One of Extreme's other partners in this marketplace, and one of our competitors, was a strong user of Extreme. They were very comfortable with Extreme, as were other casinos using other technologies, but we found that the Extreme partnership from the get-go was very much committal from the executives down. So a combination of the proven reputation, the experience of the systems integrators in the market, good experience from the competitors, very competitive price point, and as I mentioned a moment ago, the commitment of the executive Extreme gave me confidence enough to be able to invest in this technology at phase 1. When it came to phase 2, we looked backwards on the 3 years. How was that experience? That experience was a very good experience. We, at the executive level, never talk about Extreme networks. We talk about Wi-Fi and we talk about next generation mobility, but we don't talk about Extreme, the product. So there was never a negative tone about should we really consider other network brands. We've had a good experience, we've had good support, we've found that it is scalable and forever changing it, and as I say, the corporate relationship keeps that going as well. So when we started looking at phase 2, we believe that we can scale it very easily into our secondary data center which we're building for phase 2. We can heavily interconnect that and make it a single unified network for phase 2. So that gives us the confidence to go forward in phase 2. The flexibility of the network is the key driver for us. We purposely designed the network to operate under capacity, well under capacity. So I'm a believer that you should never load up hardware, whether it be servers, whether it be storage, whether it be networks, to any high degree. So fortunately, and by design, but fortunately, the network architecture has proven to be very scalable and very flexible. So the fact that we can make changes to it relatively easy with almost no downtime, it's usually just very small switchovers which enable us to make those changes. We have no opportunities for outages. We don't have public holidays which allow us to drop the whole network and bring it back up under some environment. We don't have that luxury in Macau. We are truly 365 days, 7/24. There's no downtime. So it's that flexibility and that scalability and the headroom that I've got that enables me to move and to flex with that network. My overall working experience with Extreme has been very positive. As I said earlier, we don't at the executive level talk about Extreme, and that's a good thing.